What's up, guys? Back again with the episode 12 or volume 12.
Don't try and church it up, son.
Zombies Den podcast. Thanks for coming back.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I'm sorry, I flicked my badge at work. You can always hear it when I'm recording. You hear everything, except my queefs. But thanks for coming back and checking out my podcast. I really appreciate it. This podcast is probably going to be like no other. We'll talk about. Sorry, I was scratching my head. my hair got in my eyes. If you know me, I'm bald. But anyway, I was thinking about growing out my bangs. Kind of getting kind of emo-ish. But anyway, this podcast will be like any other, where we talk about horror movies and metal music and all that cool stuff. And we probably won't talk about Jelly Roll, the singer Jelly Roll. I'm sorry. If you like him, sorry. But we probably won't talk about him. So no, that's disappointing. But we only talk about good music here. Laughing at my own dad jokes. That's horrible. But anyway, just sit back, get you a beer, or if you're listening to the podcast while you're pooping, just keep listening to it until your knees go numb. But stay tuned.
Put a ticket in, make her gay!
See what we got here. We got some music, movie, and TV news. Let's see what we got. It's everybody's favorite part of the podcast, isn't it? Let's see what we have here. My wife was saying she was listening back. She never listens to my podcast. She thinks they're lame. But anyway, she says I say kinda and a lot. So maybe just take a shot every time I say or kinda. So it'd be shit faced in like 5 seconds probably. Anyway, has anybody seen the Terrifier 3 movie yet? I really want to see it. I heard that it's the number one movie in America as I make this podcast. So that's pretty crazy, because I remember, I don't know, a couple years ago, I kind of found out about the Terrifier movies. They were kind of independent, kind of underground. It's crazy. It's the number one movie in America. I don't know if that means that the apocalypse is coming, or I like those movies, but man, they are super fucked up. But I want to see it. I wait till like they release it on Blu-ray, because I got like a steel book from Walmart, the second one when it came out, and I think I like the second one more than I did the first one. But I keep hearing this one's really good. I heard in the theater when you go see it, they give you a barf bag. That's pretty cool. But anyway, on to the news. It was just like James Wan is producing a RoboCop series for Amazon Prime. That would be super cool. I think in his hands, I hope he would do something really cool. I hope I don't know how they could bring back the original Alex Murphy. My mind is going blank. What is his name? Fuck, Buckaroo Banzai. Shit, my mind is just like, I tell you what, I just got like pothead brain.
Might want to lay off the weed, huh?
And you might want to gargle my ball sack.
I don't even smoke. Let's see if I can look him up. But that would be cool if they can bring him back. I know he's in his 70s, but maybe they can de-age him or something. But that would be amazing. Peter Weller. I can't believe I didn't remember that. It's pretty bad. But I hope they do something like the original. I hope that, the remake, I kind of liked it in the movie theater when I saw it, but I bought it and watched it a couple times. It was just kind of lame, I thought. I thought they could have done something really better. And I don't know. I kind of missed the gore and the satire and all that shit. So hope they do something really, really cool. So anyway, it says James Wan is also set to direct Creature from the Black Lagoon remake. That would be really cool. Hope they kind of update the makeup, but kind of make it kind of like where it's kind of homage to the original one. That would be really cool. That would be neat. I would look forward to that. That'd be really cool. I can't wait to see that. I know they've been trying to make that movie for a while. I know David Fincher was attached to it at one time with Scarlett Johansson attached, but I guess that didn't really take, I guess. But anyway, they're making Scream 7, and it's set for February 2026, if anybody is a fan of Scream movies. I really like the new ones, especially the ones that Radio Silence did. I don't know, that they got pissed or something, Radio Silence, the film company. I don't know if you're aware of Radio Silence. It's like these two guys, I think it's two guys that kind of they made like Abigail, they made like Ready or Not, they made the last two Scream. They're really good filmmakers, and I think they do a really good job. They were set to make Scream 7 like the last two, and I think the film company pissed them off or something. I think maybe from like firing of a couple of actors, and they lost a couple of their big actresses, some of the main characters, but I think Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox are set to come back, if I'm not mistaken. But I would still like to see it. I'm all about a new slasher. I think the new Scream movies are better than probably the 2, 3, and 4. I think, my opinion. But anyway, I don't know if you ever read the book by Robert McCammon. I need to check him out because I love to read, and all I know, the only authors I really kind of write about my style that I know about is Stephen King and Dean Koontz. But this guy, I heard a lot of good things about him, Robert McCammon, I think it's. And they're writing a story based on the Swan song called Teacup. And I think it's going to be on Peacock. And I think I've seen the trailer. It looks really, really cool. I'm going to have to check that out. But, I don't know much about his books. I know they're adapting another one of his books, too. And I can't remember which one that is. Maybe I wrote it down in my notes and haven't got to it yet. Let's see. Hellboy and the Crooked Man is set to release on October 8th. That's kind of past as I make this podcast. I want to see it. I'm all about new Hellboy. It's kind of like Batman. Like, they might have the actor that I want. Everybody wants, Ron Perlman and Del Toro to kind of finish like their trilogy, but I'll take what I can get, I guess. But I guess they didn't have much faith in it, Lionsgate, and they just kind of put it on digital already. But I hope it has a Blu-ray release, because I would like to buy it and check it out. So, I don't know if you heard this. Edgar Wright is making a Running Man remake. This is based off of a Stephen King short story starring Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is the guy that played Hangman in Top Gun Maverick, and he's in the Twisters movies. I would see this. I think it's going to be closer to the short story. But it sounds cool. I love the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I remember going to see it with my dad in the movie theater. So, that'd be really cool to see that. I hope it's good. I hope they make it. Edgar Wright's such a great director. Anyway, I wrote in my notes, Salem Lots remake is coming to HBO Max on October 3rd. I know, I've already seen it. I actually really, really liked it. I was kind of surprised. It had the guy that plays Bob. His last name is Pullman, and he's not Pullman. What's the guy? The guy that plays the dad in Casper. It's his dad in real life, and I can't remember. Is it last name Pullman? But my pothead brain. I don't even smoke pot, but I got pothead brain. Anyway, I watched it, and a lot of people were bashing it online, but I actually really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was well made. I mean, they made a 3, 4 hour, 5 hour movie into like a hour and a half movie. I think that's pretty admirable myself. I thought they did a good job. I don't know who the director was, but I know it was produced by James Wan. I thought he did a good job. It kind of have an It kind of vibe. The new It movies had that vibe. I loved it. I think I watched it with my father-in-law. I think my father-in-law really liked it too. But I keep hearing Netflix is interested in the Snyderverse. And that does not surprise me, because it sounds like Warner Brothers and DC is not doing good at all. Especially at the Joker 2 bomb bad. So, I don't know if I meant that. I think I mentioned that in the beginning. So, but anyway, Paul Rudd and Jack Black are to star in the Anaconda remake. I don't know. I feel like they could have remade something else. I don't know. It's one movie I really don't give a shit if they ever remake. I mean, how many Anaconda movies did they make? I don't know. Like, are they just throwing darts at a fucking board and on remakes? It's just like, hey, what should we remake? Just throw a dart and see what sticks. Oh, hell yeah, Anaconda. It doesn't make any sense. Some of the shit they're remaking, like, why? It's like the Black Christmas movies. How many times they remade that? You know, I just like, how many times? I mean, it's not even like a popular slasher. It's just really, really weird. But I'll probably watch it though when it comes out streaming. I'm bitching about it. I'll probably watch it. But anyway, Thunderbolts released a trailer, and it looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like Marvel's Suicide Squad, and I'll probably definitely see it. I think it looks more exciting than the Captain America movie, Brave New World. It is cool that Harrison Ford is playing the president, and he is the Red Hulk. I thought that was a cool kind of. They kind of showed that in the trailer, but I don't know. I mean, the guy that plays Sam Wilson, I think he is a good Captain America.
You racist motherfucker. Sue me.
I don't know. It just don't really interest me. I'll probably still buy it because I collect all the Marvel movies like a big nerd. But anyway, Thunderbolts looks interesting. My wife's got a huge crush on Sebastian Stan. I didn't know that till recently. We were watching that Fresh movie. Have you watched Fresh on Hulu? It's got the girl from Twisters, Sebastian Stan. I mean, he's got an exotic name, doesn't he? He looks like a young Han Solo or a young Mark Hamill. I think he's better looking than Mark Hamill. Man, Mark Hamill did not age good. And his politics, he's kind of a fucking lunatic. But my wife's got a big crush on Sebastian Stan, so we're watching that Fresh. The premise is the main character, the girl from where the Callbacks sing and Twisters. I don't know. I can't remember her name. Daisy something. She's a good actress. She is trying to look for, I guess, somebody to date, or she's getting older. So she meets Sebastian Stan's character at the grocery store, and he's a doctor, like a surgeon. So they went on a couple dates, and he's Prince Charming. They fall in love, and they go back to his place, and he drugs her, and he starts cutting off pieces of her body to sell as meat to other, I guess, buyers that they eat people's kind of, I guess they're cannibals, eat people's skin and stuff, or pieces of their body. It's pretty interesting. Sounds more gruesome than it is, but it's actually really entertaining. Like I was telling my wife about it, I kind of watched it on Hulu one day when I was off on a Friday, and my wife come home, and she's like, "What do you want to watch?" "Oh, I watched this movie Fresh today. You should watch it." And she's watched it a couple of times. I think that's for Sebastian Stan. But he doesn't have a bigger dick than me. But I'm just kidding. Anyway, here we go. That is the movie, TV, and music news. And there wasn't much music in there, was it? I don't know what the fuck's going on in music. Music sucks anyway. Everybody likes Jelly Roll. He blows. It looks like he works at fucking Waffle House or something. I don't get it. I listen to his music. I try to be nice. I don't know. Like, he's... I don't know. It's like at that fucking... same story where he's a drug addict and his wife's a porn star, and they found redemption, and his music fucking blows, but everybody likes it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an asshole. This shit just gets under my skin. I don't know. Old man rant. I'm an old man, you know. My wife's like, not everything can be Metallica and Pantera. I know, but why fucking can it be? Like, I like all these fucking singing shows. It's so bullshit. Like, it's so contrived. Like, it's like a executive. Like, what is popular right now? It's like, I don't know. Like, it's like anything that's popular, like, there's 5 bands I want to sound, or not even 5, 100 bands I want to sound like my wife was kind of, showing me, like, we were listening to, like, she loves country, and I like some of it, you know. I'll listen to Chris Stapleton, or she likes this guy named Cody Jinks. I think he's great. I do like some country. I try to keep up in mind, but she'll fucking she'll play something. I mean, I didn't say fucking, but she'll play like something like Chris Stapleton, and he'll play something like it. This guy sounded just like fucking Chris Stapleton. I can't remember his name. I think his last name was Simpson or something. I was like, fuck, I thought it was Chris Stapleton. You know, just shit like that. I don't know. There's no originality in movies and music. It's just fucking soul crushing sometimes. What's popular? It's just like, why do you like this fucking stupid shit? Like, it's cool if you like it, but it's like, I don't want it rammed down my fucking throat, you know? Like you see these assholes on, like, commercials. It's like, fuck, I don't want to see your face. Like, I don't like your fucking music. I don't like your fucking show. I don't like your fucking movies. Why do I have to see you everywhere? Why do I have to, like, eat cereal and then your face is on the fucking box? Like, sorry, old man rant. Like that fucking football player that's dating Taylor Swift. Like, why do I need to fucking see your ass everywhere? I don't like you. You look like a big fucking, like, I don't know, like a fucking, like, it looks like Frankenstein or something. Like, I don't want to see your dumb ass everywhere, you know? I don't know. But anyway, rant over. Back to the next segment. Now this part of the podcast where I kind of tell you what I'm listening to. Let's see, what have I been listening to? My wife kind of turned me on to this band, and she never turns me on the bands. I always turn her on the bands, and they're called Cody Parks in the Dirty South. And she told me the name, like, oh my god, I'm thinking in my head, what is this shit? But I was trying to be sweet, you know, my wife's sweet, so I try to be sweet back. But I was like, she put it on, and they kind of combine kind of 80s and 90s metal, which is my forte, and with old country, and it's fucking awesome. They combine Thunder Kiss 65 by White Zombie, and I think Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison. I'm gonna play it for you now from his album. Let me see what his album's called. It's like an EP. It's actually really fucking good. It's called Smothered and Covered EP. Very fitting. But he did, he kind of combined Cowboys from Hell and, you know, the Auction song. I can't remember. I'm not a big country fan. It's like, she's a 1 to 10, it's a 10, I know. She's gonna take my kiss, my heart, goodbye. It's like that mixed with, like, Cowboys from Hell. Imagine that. And, I have to play that another time. I was gonna play the Thunder Kiss. I think it's called Thunder Kiss 69 right now. Or I might play the other one, the Cowboys one. I might play Thunder Kiss at the end of the podcast. How about them apples? You like apples? I like them apples. But anyway, very cool. They do a version of Nutshell, a cover of Nutshell by Alice in Chains. And that song's got to be so insanely hard to cover. And I think they do just such a great job. And they do a heavy mellow cover of Long Hair Country Boy by Charlie Daniels. And it's fucking awesome. So I'm going to play that song for you now. And if you don't like it, fuck you. Just kidding. If you don't like it, it's all good. We can still be friends.
Well, I went down to the Florida County auction.
Creed's cool.
Hey, are you a big Creed fan? Of course you are. They're awesome. I'm just kidding. I am a Creed fan. I don't hate them like a lot of metalheads do and a lot of people do. I think they got some great songs. Actually, me and my wife are going to go see them in December. They're with Three Doors Down and Mammoth. Eddie Van Halen's son, Wolfgang's band. Actually, they're really good. Wolfgang, yeah. But anyway, reason why I miss Creed, because it's my favorite band. No, I'm kidding. They're not. But I do like them. Anyway, the guitar player, Mark Tremonti, has a solo band. They're called Tremonti, and they're awesome. And they're about to come out with a new album, and I was going to play a couple tracks. And they're more thrash than Creed. I mean, he's got a cool voice. Tremonti sings. I think he plays guitar, of course. He might play bass or something, or might not. I think of course, he doesn't play drums. But remember that band Submerged that did he produce Submerge's album? I think the drummer from that band's in his band, and I like to see Tremonti live. I think this is their 5th or 6th album, but they just put out some solid albums. It's some really heavy, like, kind of combines kind of thrash and, I don't know, kind of something reminds me of Killswitch Engage, maybe a little bit of Breaking Benjamin mixed with some Creed. It's really cool. I'm going to play some songs. He's got 2 or 3 new songs out. I'm just going to play little snippets for you. Not the whole thing, but I hope you dig it. If you don't, well, fuck you. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. If you don't like it, it's all good. I know you listen to Creed. I know you do. You say you make fun of them, but you listen to them. I know you do. But anyway, check out these songs. I hope you like them. If you don't, then it's all good. In the hood. What do you think about that? Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? I told you it was good. You never fucking listened to me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Me and my wife went and saw Breaking Benjamin and Stain. I know. You can laugh at me. And Daughtry was there. I know, you laughing harder now. I get it. And this band called Lakeview. Man, I hate to make fun of bands, but they're kind of fucking awful. They mix like gent style heavy metal, 7-string Periphery or Architects kind of metal. They mix that with country. Yeah, I know, right? Two things you don't mix. But I don't know, it was kind of fucking awful. But anyway, we had a good time at the show. I thought Daughtry was better than I thought they'd be. He rocked a little bit harder. I kind of don't really would want to go pay tickets to go see Daughtry. My wife wanted to go see Stain really bad. She's been wanting to see him for years, and they weren't too bad. I've seen him like back in the day, and they'll play a lot of their heavy stuff like they used to back in the day. Breaking Benjamin, I thought was awesome. I've never been a hugest fan, but I do like some of their songs. I thought they were really good, actually. And I thought that they were the best band there. I think I went deaf after Breaking Benjamin. But Stain was good. Like I said, they don't really play a lot of their heavy stuff. Like from the first couple albums, they kind of have a lot of ballads now. I was going to play you, Stain actually had a new album come out last year. And let me look up what it's called because I can't remember. Let's see here. Confessions of the Fallen. Ooh, kind of pretentious. But it's got some great songs on it. It's kind of a mixture of what they do, heavy and kind of Allison Chainsey meets Tool meets Pearl Jam kind of stuff. I always thought Aaron Lewis had a really cool voice. But I was going to play you one of the songs I like off the album that I listen to a lot. And I hope you like it. I say I like it a lot, and I can't remember what it's fucking called. Hold on one second. Look up this album again. Looking at Apple Music. Let's see. Stain. I don't know how to spell. Let's see here. This song is called In This Condition. Ooh. My wife really likes the Lois and Me song. That song's alright, but I kind of like this song better. Kind of rocks a little harder. But check it out now. I'm going to play it for you now.
Is there something more for me? I know there's better out there. Make it more like a dream, less like a nightmare. Think I've been burned enough. Haven't I heard enough? My eyes have seen behind the curtain and it's all fucked up. Feel like my world's on fire. Can't make it all make sense. Can't be the only one who's done it. Feeling turned against. Is there something more for me? I know there's better out there. Make it more like a dream, less like a nightmare. Don't wanna have to feel like something's always missing. How can I carry on in this condition?
The last bit of music I'm just going to talk about today is Flotsam and Jetsam have a new album out. Are you a thrash fan, kids? Are you a thrash fan? Kind of, unlike a lot of people, I haven't really heard about Flotsam and Jetsam until I heard about Jason Newsted joining Metallica, but they have a new album out, and I don't know the name. Let me find the name. I was going to play you some songs from it, or maybe one song, since I don't want this podcast to go forever. Let's see. It's called I Am the Weapon. That's the name of the album. It just came out. I'm going to play you a jam for it, and I hope you like it. This is my jam. So I like when I hear people say, oh, this is my jam.
You racist motherfucker.
This probably did my jam, but I do like this song a lot. I hope you do too. And I hope your wiener gets hard listening to it.
Gay boys.
And we'll move on to the next segment where we talk about Tales from the Crypt, all about Tales from the Crypt. I love Tales from the Crypt. The show, the movies, all of it. Even the movie from the 60s. So, this is a badass song. Hope you dig it. They kind of, they're known for kind of thrash, but I feel like this album, they kind of went more of a power metal kind of feel. But that's all good with me. It's all metal to me. So, I hope you dig it. Doing some stuff a little backwards today. I'm actually going to talk about the TV show first. I usually say the TV show for last. I think it's a pretty big TV show. I like the TV show better than the movies, the spin-off movies, but I do like the spin-off movies a lot, and we'll get to those too. You just hold your horses, buddy. But anyway, I'm talking about Tales from the Crypt, sometimes titled HBO's Tales from the Crypt, an American horror anthology television series created by William Gaines and Stephen Dodd. I don't really know who those two are. That ran for 7 seasons on the premium channel HBO. Never heard of it. From June 10th, 1989 to July 19th, 1996, with a total of 93 episodes. The show's title is based on the 1950s EC Comics series of the same name, published by William Gaines and edited by L. Filmstein. Most of the program's episodes are based on stories that originally appeared in the comics or the EC Comics of the time. The Haunt of Fear, The Vault of Horror, Crime, Suspense Stories, Shock, Suspense Stories, and Two-Fisted Tales. Ooh, one fist in the ass, one fist in the belly button. I'm just kidding. I actually knew all that. I'm reading this on Wikipedia, but you never knew it. Just kidding. I remember, I didn't have my mom. I lived with my mom most of my life. My mom and my dad, got, separated, divorced. My dad moved to Houston, still lives there today. My mom, I moved to Georgia. That's where I still live today. And my mom never had HBO, so when I would go see, I would go see my dad for 5 weeks in the summertime when I was off from school, and he had HBO, and I got to watch Tales from the Crypt, and we just had a blast watching it. We just got a kick out of it. And it's funny enough, I just bought my dad the box set that has all seasons of Tales from the Crypt, and I was going to send it to him for his birthday. His birthday's in October, but anyway, I don't know any like key episodes. I bought it, I don't know, 4 years ago, the box set that I bought for my dad, and I'm still kind of going through it and watching it. And I don't really remember a lot of it. I remember certain episodes. I remember the one with the magician guy where he had 9 lives somehow, and he ran out of lives, and he got buried underground. Like I think his girlfriend got greedy. As he's the magician, he would do all these stuff where he killed himself, and he got real rich from it, and he kind of ran out of lives, and he forgot. And I don't know why that one always stuck with me, but a lot of them didn't. The movies always stuck with me. Like, I love Demon Knight. I was kind of disappointed when I first saw it back in the day. I didn't see it in the movie theater. I waited till, I could rent it at the video store. And I love the soundtrack. That's some of the first time I've heard of those bands, and I'll definitely talk about that later. But it's kind of might be the first time I kind of saw like nudity and stuff anywhere. I mean, I saw that, like, seemed like every movie I watched, my dad let me watch had like nudity, especially in the 80s. Somebody there was boobies everywhere. But anyway, I didn't know how many like great directors and producers were involved. Like Richard Donner was involved, David Giller. I'm not sure what David Giller's done. Walter Hill. I'm a big fan of Walter Hill movies. Joel Silver. Of course, I'm a fan of Joel Silver, but I heard he's kind of a piece of shit. Robert Zemeckis. I'm a big fan of Robert Zemeckis. If you know Robert Zemeckis, he directed like Forrest Gump and the Back to the Future movies, Castaway, Romance in the Stone. The list goes on. The guy's super talented. I heard that the character. Have you ever seen the movie True Romance? Oh, you have? Okay, yeah, it's a good movie. But anyway, the asshole producer in that movie that's always yelling at people at the end, I heard that his character was based on Joel Silver. If you didn't know that. But I love the Crypt Keeper, voiced by and puppeteered by John Cazar. I want to say John Cazar did the voice of Roger Rabbit too, but I don't know how true that is. I think he plays like the male guy that's kind of in love with that hooker in Demon Knight. I think that's him, but I'm not sure. But we always, the Crypt Keeper is always probably the best part of the episode. Just his wisecracking, the intro of the series, he kind of goes in and you kind of go into the creepy old haunted mansion, and then you go to the basement, and he just pops out of the fucking castle like, ee! Like, I mean, it's just like, I always made me and my dad laugh. We still love this show. I think it has really good stories. I think it's always seems like the bad guy always has his comeuppance. I know I saw a documentary on one of the DVDs I have to this show. It has a documentary of the comic book, and I think the comic book got a lot of flack, and I think it got canceled because it got edited so much. I think back in the 50s and 60s, that was a big deal. You can have the gore and all the. I think it was like the one issue where it had the baseball team that were cannibals or something. They're playing with the body parts, and I guess they just can't have that, and it makes you wonder nowadays with all the crazy shit the government's doing and all the fucked up stuff they're doing, that this is what it's just. But anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. But anyway, I was disappointed when this got canceled. I guess 7 seasons is a long time. I know M. Night Shyamalan tried to bring it back for TV. I think TNT were interested. I think he even filmed like a pilot, but it never aired. But I heard the rumor that it didn't have the Crypt Keeper in it. But I don't know how you can have Tales from the Crypt and not have the Crypt Keeper. But it had a lot of like stars on this show at the time, like big stars. Remember one episode, Arnold Schwarzenegger actually directed that episode, and I always remember him coming in and like putting the Crypt Keeper in a headlock, and it always made me laugh. I was like, "Hey, Crypt Keeper, here! I got I got a good show for you. Yeah, this I can't remember what he said. Arnie always has some good puns. He's like, let me take a load off. Like, I don't know. That's my really bad Arnie impression. I directed this episode. I hope you dig it. It's got a lot of good acting. It's really bad. So, it sounds like Steve Carell, the character he plays in Despicable Me. But anyway, that is the TV show I wanted to talk about. I hope you liked it. Hope you have a nerd boner like me. And I'm just going to talk about the movies next. So cool.
Universal Pictures is proud to present the motion picture directing debut of one of America's most talented and respected artists.
Cut! Cut, 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 cut! Oh, hello, kiddies. So glad you could join me. Your pal, the Crypt Keeper, has gone Hollywood in a big way. I'm directing my first feature film. Care for a little shriek preview? For my big screen premiere, I wanted lots of suspense. Special effects. Sex. Violence. The kind of thing you could really sink your teeth into. Lights. Camera. Action. It's about a chase through the ages. A race against time. The war between good and evil.
Come on out, everybody. It's time to play.
And the final battle between man
I'm sorry.
and demon.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I lied.
It stars Billy Zane from Dead Calm, William Sadler from Die Hard 2, and Jada Pinkett from Menace to Society. Ooh, I love those titles. And you'll love Demon Knight.
The demons are here!
And ladies, if you think Demon Knight is too gross and yucky,
Whoa!
thank you.
Hey kids, do you like The Crypt Keeper? Do you like scary movies? Do you like Billy Zane bald? Then you're in luck. You like demons? You like heavy metal music? You're in luck. This segment I'm talking about the 1995 American black horror comedy film. It's kind of racist. Demon Knight, or Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight. Not to be confused by Demon Knights, plural, or Damon Knight. Oh man, see, I got confused. I meant to make this segment about Damon Knight. Fuck. Now I just got to make it about this. Anyway, directed by Ernest Dickerson, starring Billy Zane, William Sadler, Jada Pinkett Smith, oh lord, Brenda Bake, CCH Powder, Dick Miller. Love Dick Miller. I don't love Dick. I like Miller. Anyway, and Thomas Hayden Church. It's a pretty good cast for back in the day. Let's see. Demon Knight is a feature-length film presented by the HBO series Tales from the Crypt. I didn't know that. Featured scenes with the Crypt Keeper, voiced by John Kazar, as in the series. At the film's beginning and ending, the film met with mostly negative reviews. Well, fuck them. It's not fucking Shakespeare. And it was followed by the second standalone Tales from the Crypt film, Bordello of Blood. I didn't know that. Unlike the episodes of the HBO series, the story was not adapted from the pages of DC Comics. The first draft of the script was written in 1987, 2 years prior to the HBO series debut. Did you fucking know that? I didn't. It was the first intended to be made into a film directed by Tom Holland, who planned to shoot it as a follow-up to Child's Play. That would have been fucking cool. But Holland hired an FX team to do sketches, but he went on to direct the box office bomb Fatal Beauty with the beautiful and talented Whoopi Goldberg. I can't say that with a fucking straight face. I don't think I would have picked that movie. Whoopi Goldberg kind of sucks. But anyway, next, the script wound up in the hands of Pumpkinhead screenwriter Mark Kodaki, who sat on it for several years before it was given to Pet Sematary director Mary Lambert. What happened to... Is it her? I don't know what happened to her. Is that the original? Sorry, I'm reading this on Wikipedia as I read it to you. Lambert has some radical ideas from the script, including casting an African American as Breaker to create a theme that is oppressed people of Earth were also its saviors. Once Lambert went on to direct Pet Sematary 2, which was a theatrical bomb. No way. Yeah. She could not get people to invest in the film. Aww. The script later went on to Charles Band's Full Moon Features. Oh, Lord. But budgetary constraints held it up in production in limbo. Man, he makes movies for $20. It got into budgetary constraints when it finally made its way into the desk of Joel Silver's Pictures. Oh, what if it was like a pile of coke on his desk forever and he had to get down to the coke to get to the fucking script? I was like, man, I was using this script to cut my coke. I bet that's what happened. But anyway, it was optioned to the second in the trilogy of the Tales from the Crypt theatrical spinoff. Using for Pictures executives thought the script had more potential than the other two films, Dead Easy and Body Count. More Body Count's about Ice-T's Metal Band. Neither of which were ultimately produced, and the film was quickly sent into production with a tentative release date of Halloween 1994. Though the release was pushed back to January 1995. I didn't remember that. I was in 6th grade. I remember my mom wouldn't take me to go see it, but I think I finally rented it when it finally came out. But anyway, at this point, 2 versions of the script were created and to solve budgetary problems, one with the demons and one without. And later, the collector was a Bible salesman who was using a legion of fellow salesmen clad in black suits and sunglasses, later revealed to be demons as his minions. A film called Demon Knight with demons that looked like killer yuppies made everyone nervous, so Universal pitched in some additional money to get some demons on the screen. It's kind of crazy because, I love this movie to death, but it does look kind of cheap. It does look like you're watching a show. Like, I think they just kind of made this shit and threw it out. But I still love it to death. I think it's just nostalgia. I really wanted to see it in the movie theater. They really kind of made it look a little bit, of all the people involved, I feel like they could have done something really, really cool. But I don't know. Like, I think Billy Zane just kind of steals the show. I think he's great. William Sadler's awesome in anything. I love him in Shawshank Redemption. He's the guy. I think, what is it? Morgan Freeman asked him, what happened? He's like, lawyer, fuck me. I don't know. That always makes me laugh. But anyway, he's great in everything. He was in the New Salem's Lot. He played the town sheriff? Of course, he's a coward or whatever. But that's kind of sad. I wish I can see William Sadler in more stuff. He was great as a bad guy in Die Hard 2, Die Harder. But sounds like a porno. But he's great as Frank Breaker. He's a good guy. I wish he had more stuff he was in, playing the leading man, because he's always good. He was good in The Mist. But yeah, if you have not seen Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, what the fuck are you doing? Masturbating? Go see it. It's great. It's probably on HBO Max. It's got to be on like Tubi or HBO Max, or I try to watch this around Halloween. There's so many movies I try to watch around Halloween, and I just never get a chance. But I love this movie. It's awesome. It's so good. Always had fun watching it. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Especially if you like the Tales from the Crypt movie. I was hoping maybe. I always thought Tales from the Crypt was pretty popular. I guess it's kind of died out. It's probably not as popular as it used to be. I'm surprised they haven't remade it or done another sequel. I know they remade They did like a movie for straight to video back when they had video stores. I think it was called The Ritual, and had the guy from Nightbreed in it, and I've never seen that one. It looked really bad, but I heard there's no Crypt Keeper in it. They just kind of slapped Tales from the Crypt on there to kind of sell more movies. But anyway, if you haven't seen Tales from the Crypt, check it out, and on to the next segment. Hey guys, do you like soundtracks? Do you like heavy metal? Do you like heavy metal with one rap song on it? Well, I got the album for you. Just kidding, I'll stop on my dad jokes. I was going to take a minute to talk about the Demon Knight soundtrack. Badella of Blood has a soundtrack too, and I'll talk about that too, but some of the songs are not meant for the soundtrack, and they just kind of put them on there. I think one was Anthrax made a song for the soundtrack called Badella of Blood. But anyway, fuck that, man. We're talking about the Demon Knight soundtrack. Demon Knight is the official soundtrack to the 1995 horror film Demon Knight. Did you know that? It was released on January 10th, 1995 through Atlantic Records, and mostly consisted of heavy metal and alternative rock, with 1-800 Suicide by the Gravediggers being the only hip-hop song. The soundtrack peaked at 157 on Billboard 200. I'm surprised it didn't peak kind of higher, but you know, pop music sucks. Produced by Andrew Leary. I don't know who that is. The soundtrack consists of Pantera, that plays Cemetery Gates. It's actually edited. They don't play the whole song, which kind of sucks. I don't know why they would edit that. They have a video to both versions. They have a video to the when it was released, when Cowboys from Hell came out, and then they released another video when this version came out, and I like this video better because it kind of has clips of the movie in it. I thought that was cool. Song number 2 is Tonight We Murder by Ministry. Very Christian of them. I really like Ministry. I used to not like them when I was older. I'm like Benjamin Button. I'm growing younger. But anyway, I didn't like them as much when I was younger, but I'm really starting to like them. I tell you what, when I saw them open up for Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie, they were so fucking loud. Probably the loudest band I've ever heard in my life, and that's saying a lot. I've heard them all. And song 3 is My Misery, Damien Knight, Machine Head. I really like Machine Head. I don't think I've really talked about Machine Head much on this podcast, but I do really love them. There's so many bands out there. I can't name them all, you know. You guys all, if you listen to the podcast, you know my love for Clay Aiken, you know, Adam Lambert and Justin Bieber. So, you know, I don't have time for the good bands. Anyway, song 4 is Diadems. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. By Megadeth. I never heard of them before. I have to check them out. Instant Larry by the Melvins. I feel like, I don't want to call Melvins grunge. I feel like they're more alternative metal or metal. They'll have like the biggest, the loudest, heaviest metal song, then they'll have all this weird shit. They're very different, but I love the Melvins. They're out of Seattle, but I think they're kind of more of a metal band. It's like, I think the lead singer, Buzz Osborne, is kind of like, his voice kind of reminds me of Rob Zombie, I guess. And I mean that in the best way. And it's like Rob Zombie singing for a more artsy-fartsy Black Sabbath. That's how I can kind of explain them. They're kind of awesome. I have to play, I was going to play Instant Larry on this podcast if I haven't already, because I kind of edited this all together. I don't know where this is going to, but anyway, there's going to be somebody mad somewhere, like, motherfucker, you didn't sound like Rob Zombie. Like, but nobody listens to my podcast, so nobody will ever know. It's our little secret. The next song is Fall Guy by Rollins Band. I like Kenny Rollins. I like Black Flag. The next song is Beaten by Biohazard. I like Biohazard, but they're kind of hit or miss with me. Policia by Sepultura. Man, I love me some Sepultura. Hey Man, Nice Shot by Filter. And Filter was at the same show with Ministry, Alice Cooper, and Rob Zombie. And then we have 1-800-SUICIDE by Gravediggers. I'm not really familiar with Gravediggers. I do like a little bit of rap and hip-hop every once in a while. But yeah, that's the soundtrack. Like I said, my buddies had it and I had it when it came out. And we were all excited about the movie, and the soundtrack got us pumped. There's some great songs on here. Some of the bands on here, it's like the first time I've heard them when I bought this soundtrack. But I think Demon Knight got me into, or the soundtrack to Demon Knight got me into metal pretty much. I love these bands. I know they did like a Monsters or Tales from the Crypt presents Monsters of Rock. I don't know if anybody remembers that compilation. It had a lot of metal bands on there. Like it had like Black Sabbath, and it had like Merciful Fate, and I can't remember some other bands. Remember that band called Apartment 26? Yeah, I don't either. But I don't know. But it had the Crypt Keeper would kind of do little interludes or interludes in between songs and kind of talk. They got it. This is his voice. But yeah, that is the Demon Knight soundtrack. Hot off the presses. Number one hit album. It's on number one Billboard chart, and not till it's up off the charts. It's that Pantera, kids. I mean, they're blowing up right now. But anyway, on to the next segment.
The door is open.
Evening, boys.
The women are available.
We've been waiting for you.
But the price
Are you ready?
is non-negotiable.
And least now she'll know what's eating him. She is.
Welcome to the Bordello of Blood,
Lucy, I'm home.
where pleasure may be for sale,
Take off your clothes, worm.
You know, you make it sound really enticing.
but death is on the house.
My name is Rafe Gutman. Gutman Investigations.
My brother's been gone for days.
This is your brother? Wow. Same parents? Zeke, I'm looking for your friend Caleb. You seen him? I'm here for the Cunningham wake.
I'm afraid the wake is closed tonight.
If I don't grieve right now, maybe you can grieve 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna go out of my mind, okay?
Universal Pictures presents Dennis Miller
We should split and get some really bad juju off this place.
in a new tale so sexy
Cool. Can I watch?
and so terrifying
Don't forget tasteful.
it could only come from the crypt.
Cha-ching.
Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood.
Hey kids, do you like more Tales from the Crypt or me talking about Tales from the Crypt movies? I can't talk because I have a dick in my mouth. But well, let's keep it going. Hey, you're in luck. This segment I was going to talk about the second Tales from the Crypt movie, the spinoff from the show Bordello of Blood. This one, this is probably the worst sequel. I still like it, still entertaining. I never really liked Dennis Miller. I think he was super overrated. I can't remember if it was in the first one, Demon Knight, or Bordello Blood. The Creep Keeper made like a post-credit scene. They said that the sequel entitled Dead Easy is coming soon. It's gonna be about zombies on Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. Ooh, that sounded cool. There was another planned movie called Body Count, and I do not know what that is called, but those actually sound better than what we got. But what we got is Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello Blood. Is a 1996 American horror comedy film directed by Gilbert Alder. I don't know who that is. From a screenplay by Alder, A.L. Katz, and a story by Bob Gale, Robert Zemeckis. If you know them two, they actually wrote the Back to the Future movies. So I'm kind of surprised this one's not as good. Starring Dennis Miller as Rafe Gutman, as a private investigator hired by Catherine Verdew, played by Erica Eleniak. She's actually, I used to have a crush on her when I was younger. To investigate the disappearance of her brother Caleb, played by Corey Feldman. Oh God. Which leads him to Bordella, run by Lillian, played by Angie Everhart. This movie was released on August 16th, 1996. I think this movie was a bomb. I was kind of disappointed when I first saw it. I was disappointed when I saw Demon Knight, actually, because I just had so much high hopes. Because, you know, they had a bigger budget, but it still seemed like you were watching TV when you're at the movies. But this film was developed by Gale and Zemeckis in the 1970s after their college graduation. The duo conceived the original script as an exploitation film, designed to break the duo into the film industry, but it went unproduced. The concept was unsubsequent. I'm reading on Wikipedia. I can't read. Revisited to serve as the second film in the proposed Tales from the Crypt film trilogy. Greenlit by Universal Studios following the success of the first film, spin-off of the HBO series Demon Knight. Miller and Everhart were suggested by the cast by executive producer Joel Silver, though Alder and Katz wanted other actors to play the parts. I don't blame them. Filming took place in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where the producers were troubled by limited nighttime and continuity issues due to the Miller's constant improvisation, refusal to show up on set. Oh wow, what a dickhead. Sorry, I can't read. I'm kind of embarrassed now. Released in North America on August 16th, 1996, Bordello Blood was produced for $2.5 million in gross $5.6. Ouch. The film received general negative reviews from critics and fans of the series. According to Everhart, it has become a cult film. if you say so. No, it is. It is. I actually enjoyed it. Like I said, it is what it is. I think this movie kind of bombed, and they didn't want to make another one. This kind of killed. There was actually going to be some more movies, but that's which kind of sucks. Here we go. This actually tells a little bit more about the making. Universal Pictures greenlit 2 more Tales films, planning to make a film trilogy. The original proposed second film was Dead Easy, aka Fat Tuesday, a zombie film set in New Orleans, which was shut down during pre-production by Universal. The producers also considered Quentin Tarantino's screenplay From Dusk Till Dawn as a possible Tales from the Crypt film, as well as Peter Jackson's The Frighteners. During these development, producers Robert Zemeckis was offered a contract with DreamWorks and considered leaving Universal. To appease him into staying with the studio, it was agreed that a revised Bordello of Blood and produced as a second Tales film. That kind of sucks. I think anything would have been better than what we got. But, I mean, all those movies got released. I mean, I love From Dusk Till Dawn and The Frighteners. So I think we actually got 3 movies. I don't know. I wonder if it was with better actors or better. I don't know. I'm sure the actors didn't really give a shit. They're just like, whatever. I remember what's his name from Fright Nights in this too. That played Jerry. Chris Sarandon. Yeah, I thought that was cool to see him. He actually plays a shitty reverend that's actually in cahoots with the vampires. I had a huge crush on Erica like when I was a kid. Watch this movie called Chasers with Dennis Miller and you'll thank me, or Under Siege with Steven Seagal. You might not want to watch a Steven Seagal movie. I don't blame you. But yeah, like I said, I haven't watched this in a while. I have the DVD set where it has both Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood, but I got the Scream Factory version of Demon Knight, but I need to get Bordello of Blood soon, the Scream Factory version. But I know it looked like it was about to go out of print there for a while, but I guess it's back in print now. Anyway, there's some cool parts, some interesting parts. I think Dennis Miller has some zingers, but it's not like anything in the ballpark as the original one. The original one had kind of a cool, I think it had a better script. I was reading, I don't know if I told in the other podcast, I saw that Tom Holland wrote Demon Knight, or he was going to direct it, or he wrote some of it. Maybe the script went across his desk or something like that. But I don't know. It might have been a better movie if he directed. I know Ernest Dickerson directed Demon Knight. I think he went on to direct, was it Snoop Dogg Bones? And I'm trying to think some other. I think he directed that movie with Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans called Bulletproof. You remember that movie? Yeah, I don't either. But anyway, Bordello of Blood had a soundtrack too. It had, of course, they mentioned Bordello of Blood by Anthrax, and it had This Is Not a Love Song by Curb Dog. Have you ever listened to Curb Dog? They're actually pretty good. I turned my wife on to them. They had this song called Sally. It's really catchy. It's kind of like a heavy Weezer, or you ever heard this band called Hum? They're kind of like that. It has All Right Now by Free. They probably played on the radio every day. Jailbait by Thin Lizzy. They probably played that on the radio every day. Yeah, I love Thin Lizzy, though. Ballroom Blitz by Sweet. I love Sweet. Deuce by Red Cross. I don't know if that's a Kiss cover. Still Loving You by Scorpions. Love the Scorpions. We love America. Rock and roll. My wife loves it when I do that. 30 Days in the Hole by Humble Pie. I don't know that song. Love's Got Me Doing by Cinderella. Love Cinderella. And From the Underworld, They're Heard featuring Peter Frampton. I don't know that. I bet this soundtrack's really hard to find because I don't see it on any streaming services. But yeah, that is my segment on Bordello of Blood. If you don't like it, then fuck you. No, I'm kidding. If you want a cheesy watch, it's fun to watch them back to back. To me, it's just like an episode in the movie theater. Really, it's not really groundbreaking. But those 2 guys writing the script, I thought it would be a little bit better. I mean, I'm kind of nitpicking. It's still entertaining, It's got some boobies in it, if you like that kind of stuff. I don't. I'm married. I don't like that kind of stuff. But anyway. But anyway, check it out. If you like Demon Knight and you haven't seen it and you kind of been scared to watch it, go watch it. I've seen new movies worse than Bordello of Blood. I'm trying to think I seem like every movie I watch, maybe I'm getting old. It's just fucking bad. It's just like, wow, this is so fucking bad. The acting's bad. The story's bad. It's just fucking stupid. But anyway, I'm getting off my soapbox. I'm an old man, and you're on my lawn. So on to the next segment.
Tales from the Crypt. Welcome to the Crypt. You are invited on a guided tour of a world of darkness, where nightmares become reality. Death lives. Death lives. The vault of horror is about to open. You will learn its terrifying secrets. If you dare. Death lives in Tales from the Crypt. Who's next? Perhaps you?
This last segment I was going to talk about, well, I guess not last talking about movies. I was going to do one more segment. Anyway, is I was going to talk about the 1992 British horror film directed by Freddie Francis, the Tales from the Crypt movie from 1972. It is an anthology film consisting of 5 separate segments based on the short stories by EC Comics series Tales from the Crypt by L. Feinstein and Johnny Craig and Bill Gaines. The film was produced by Amicus Productions and filmed at Shepperson Studios in Surrey, England. In the film, 5 strangers, Joan Collins, Ian Hendry, Robin Phillips, Richard Gere, and Nigel Patrick. Oh, Nigel is in a crypt encounter the mysterious crypt keeper, Ralph Richardson, who makes each person in turn foresee the manner of their death. One of the several Epicus horror anthologies produced during the 1970s. I'm going to check out more by them. I don't know if I've seen the other ones. I know did they make Volta Horror? I know Scream Factory put this one out with Volta Horror, and I saw this in HBO one afternoon. I was out visiting my dad. I've never seen it before. I didn't know it existed. I thought like maybe Tales from the Crypt was coming on because it kind of shows you what's coming on. That channel they used to kind of had the like kind of the bars, and it would show you what was coming on next. It's like, oh cool, Tales from the Crypt. Maybe it'd be Demon Night or maybe it's the show, but it was this. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I actually liked it. And actually really liked it. But I know Peter Cushing's in it. I always loved some Peter Cushing, all the Hammer movies. I think this is really well made, especially for 1972. I was kind of pleasantly surprised. I mean, there's some really creepy parts. I need to get this Scream Factory, Shout Factory Blu-ray of this and the Volta Horror because I love this. I watched it on Tubi, I don't know, a couple years ago. I haven't seen it in years, and it still holds up. It's creepy. There's some really creepy parts. I love old horror movies. What did I watch the other day that I like? My wife was laughing at me. I think it was some Italian horror. It was in Mario Bava. Is that how you say his name? I watched the Black Sabbath movie on Tubi with Boris Karloff. And it was all in Italian, and it had like English subtitles. But man, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. And let's see. I think they didn't have the rights to do some of the stories, and I think 2 of them they got from the actual Volta Horror and Tales from the Crypt, and 2 of them they made up, or 3 of them they did. Let's see, maybe it's it right here. Only 2 of the stories are from the EC's Tales from the Crypt comic book. The reason for this According to Creepy founder editor Russ Jones, is the producer Milton Subskowski. So I'm butchering all these names. Did not own a run of the original EC comic books, but instead adapted the movie from the 2 paper book reprints given to him by Jones. The story, Wish You Were Here, was reprinted in the paperback collection, The Vault of Horror, in 1965. The other 4 stories in the movie were among the 8 stories reprinted in Tales from the Crypt in 1964. Okay. Richardson's hooded Crypt Keeper, more somber than the EC original, has a mock-like appearance and resembles EC ghoul lunatics. In the EC horror comics, the other horror hosts, the Old Witch, the Vault Keeper wore hoods while the Crypt Keeper did not. That'd be cool to have like all 3 of them in it. Like have the original, if they made something new, what these other ones. I mean, I kind of remember the other ones are really creepy looking in the comic books. The comic books are really cool. Wouldn't mind collecting them. The early Emmicus, sorry, I cannot read, anthology film Torture Garden features a similar ending, breaking the 4th wall. The screenplay was adapted into the tie novel by Jack Olak, Tales from the Crypt, in 1972, who wrote the novel Melissina in 1950, also scripted for the EC's picto-fiction titles Crime Illustrated, Shock Illustrated, and Terror Illustrated. A tie-in novel was also written by Oleg, I don't know if I'm not saying this right, for the later Emmicus' anthology film, The Vault of Horror, released in 1973. I need to check that out. In all those, The House, Blind Alleys, and Wish You Were Here are all somewhat remade into episodes of the Tales from the Crypt television show. Blind Alleys and Wish You Were Here were both changed. I remember the first segment was the first part of the 1972 Tales from the Crypt about the guy that kind of escaped, and it was around Christmas, and the lady was killing her husband. The daughter was upstairs. I know they did remake that in the TV show. And I do kind of remember some of them. Like I said, I love old horror movies. A lot of people don't nowadays. I don't know why. I just like the kind of atmosphere. I don't know if it's because it's older. It makes it creepier. I don't know. I feel like today's horror is just kind of by the numbers. And I don't know. They didn't really have a lot of originality or I don't feel like actors were kind of better. Like, yeah, Peter Cushing. He's just like this theatrical trained actor. And he just kind of... He might be in the most ridiculous situation talking to a cantaloupe, but he makes it like believable. It's like, man, I actually care for this cantaloupe now through his acting. You know, people can't do that shit anymore. You know, they're just like, oh, this person's a pop star or a rapper. Let's put him in this movie. Yeah, but they can't fucking act. Like, why? You're ruining your fucking movie. But anyway, they might do that to kind of get more money. That's what I've read that. But I really like this movie. I need to own it. I'm surprised I haven't bought it before now, but I think you can watch it on TV. I don't know about Vaults of Horror. I need to check that out. I just now realized that was kind of a spinoff of Tales from the Crypt. What an idiot, right? Anyway, you haven't seen Tales from the Crypt 1972? What the fuck are you doing? Go see it. Just kidding. This, if you want to, only if you want to. It's free on Tubi. I mean, how many bad movies they be paid for? Won't you deserve to treat yourself to a free good movie on Tubi. So go watch it.
What in God's name is going on here?
This segment, I just kind of wanted to, this is where I kind of do a little bit of, kind of become a little preachy. If you don't like it, you know, you're not going to offend me. Just kind of fast forward through it. I love this part of this used to be my least favorite because I didn't want to be one of those preachy guys. But now it's one of my favorite parts of the podcast, and I always look forward to what I'm going to talk about in this segment. It's kind of, I pray about it, and I don't really know what to say. But this part, I even have trouble with this because I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say I'm like a victim, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've been kind of a doormat most of my life, and I try not to be anymore, and I feel like people you try to be nice to people, and people just kind of take advantage, and it kind of, you know, it got this like built up anger inside you, or me anyway, and I've been kind of, you know, praying and kind of trying to see how, you know, how to deal with anger, because I think I have anger issues, you know. My wife or my mom used to say, yeah, no wonder all the angry music and weird movies you watch. Yeah, that's what it is. That's not what it is. It's stupid people you have to deal with from day-to-day basis. Like, I just... Something about the medical field. There's a lot of good people, but there's a lot of people, arrogant dumbasses in the medical field. And they think they're smart, but you know they're stupid. And those are the worst kind of stupid people. The ones that think they're smart, but they're stupid. But I have some Bible verses here and to kind of deal with anger, because I had a lot of unforgiveness in my heart. And my mom showed me how to pray, before she passed away. And long before she passed away. And it really works. And I always start out with, dear Lord, is there anything that's blocking you from your blessings? And then, kind of tell God that you're appreciative of everything she's given you, just kind of say, just think about all your blessings, count your blessings, what they, a lot of people say it's an old saying, and, God won't bless you more if you don't appreciate what you have now. And I've learned, I didn't learn that until I got older, but it's true. It's true. Thank him for everything he's given you, just waking up this morning or breathing, or your health, or a job, or a roof over your head, especially in what's going on now with this, the corrupt government, the corrupt officials. It's ridiculous right now. But anyway, don't want to get on a tangent, and then, if there's any unforgiveness, you be having even if people you don't like, just ask them for forgiveness. People that you deal with at work every day, or maybe some, like a family member that you just can't stand, like a mean step parent, or I'm a CNI, for example, or a friend or a family member that's just constantly an asshole. Just tell God you forgive them and get that unforgiveness out of your heart, and it will work wonders, really. And that anger might just kind of cascade out of your heart. Just leave your heart, and it feel like something was lifted off your back or off your shoulders, and it's amazing. And then ask Lord, God, what you need or what you want, or something like that. And you'll start to see. And then when I end it, I always say, Jesus' name I pray, amen. I got some Bible verses right here. Let's see. I'm not sure who. Let's see. This is Ephesians 4:32. What does God say about letting go of anger? Know this, my beloved brothers, that every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. James 1:19. Good senses make one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Proverbs 19:11. Be kind to one another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, as God is in Christ forgave you. That's actually Ephesians 4:32. Excuse me. But I mean, it's kind of hard because God says it's time to turn the other cheek. It's hard when people constantly fuck with you, or you have that person that's constantly, and then you get mad back and they play like they're the victim. I mean, it's ridiculous. A lot of people out there have, emotional and mental problems, and it's really hard dealing with them. And it's hard to go in the world. It seemed like after the COVID thing, it's like everybody's just kind of wound kind of tight, especially in politics and day to day. It's hard to turn the other cheek. It's hard to kind of let shit go sometimes, especially when you have to deal with certain people. It's hard. And let's see, I got another Bible verse. How to deal with anger at God. Yeah, like I said, you might be mad at God. I know I was. I know when my mom passed away, I was really mad at God, and I was done with Christianity and this people. I cut a lot of toxic people out of my life. I just didn't want to deal with them anymore, and that included family members. And sometimes it's sad, and it's like, why do you feel guilty? You're not the person that's being an asshole, but you can never explain that to them. But let's see what it says right here. In the end, what makes you angry prayer, what is making angry prayer work is not the anger, but the trust. If you're mad at God or feel he hasn't kept up his end of the deal, then tell him. He wants you to talk it out with him and might even show you an explanation. But do not I guess it's saying you just trust God, trust His timing. Sometimes His timing, is not your timing. And I've had to kind of deal with that, and learn that. And I say have a faith as much as a mustard seed. And I feel like I don't have any faith at all. And it's hard, you deal with assholes. And then something as the world goes, more and more people just hate Christians. And which is sad, because I think we need more. There's a lot of Christians that kind of paint other Christians in a bad light, though. But I don't know if I explained that well. I feel like I didn't. I feel like I'm just blabbing, and it's just coherent. It's not even coherent. I'm trying, man. Forgive me. But anyway, I was going to say a little prayer, whoever listens to this. And I hope this helped you today. Sometimes these help me. So I'm just going to pray. Dear Lord, whoever this reaches, or whoever the two people that listen to my podcast, I hope this helps. I have to deal with anger too, and it's just really, really hard. Especially when you have to deal with people every day. Help whoever's listening, forgive whoever has wronged them, and I need to do the same, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. That's it. That wasn't too bad, was it? Just kind of tearing off a Band-Aid, wasn't it? But anyway, I'm praying for whoever listens. I don't know if anybody ever does. I see people like kind of, they kind of like, I see like they'll view. I don't know if they just listen to podcasts for a couple minutes and they turn it off. I don't know. But that one person that, this kind of reaches, I pray for you, and I hope you, hear this and learn something from it, or maybe it just gets you thinking. But anyway, that is it. That's all my preachiness, and I hope you enjoy it. On to the next segment.
This calls for divine intervention. I kick ass for the Lord. Tales from the crypt. Party's over.
That was the end, and I hope you're not too shit-faced after that podcast. I hope you didn't take a shot after every time I said kinda or My wife always makes fun of me. So it's kind of sad. I'm just kidding. No, she's sweet. I'm totally just kidding. But that was in the podcast.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, to the no.
I had fun. Hope you did too. Did I ever say that? I think I did say that. But I enjoyed it. I was going to try to make a Halloween episode, and I don't know if I'll make it in time, just because of time restraints. I work every day, and go home. I just don't want to do anything. I'm just kind of lazy when I get home. But I hope ever listen to these. I hope you enjoy them. I was going to play you out with Cody Parks in the Dirty South song, and I hope you like it. If you don't, it's all good. I'm not going to get mad. Yeah, I am. Fuck you if you don't like it. No, I'm kidding. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you go see all the Tales from the Crypt movies.
Tales from the crypt.
I keep having buddies like on Facebook tell me, man, go see the Terrifier 3, man. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome, man. I was like, well, I was gonna wait till it comes on Blu-ray. Why, man? Fuck, man, go see it, man. They do have a barf bag with the movie. I probably already said that earlier. I wouldn't mind getting it. So, but I saw that. I think I already said this, but I saw Hellboy and the Crooked Man is on digital already, and I saw Joker Part 2 today is going to be in digital demand pretty soon. Me and my wife have been watching The Penguin. We've been really enjoying it. We watched episode 4 last night, and man, it was fucked up. But it was good. It was good. But like I said, I'm going to try to get another Halloween episode out. I don't know if you get a boner by that, but I hope you do. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm always just kidding when I say stuff like that. I know juvenile humor, lame, and it so lame. Like I'm in my 40s and I'm still making jokes like that. What a loser. I know. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the Cody Parks song. It's got kind of a metal country kind of thing. I really like it, and I hope you do too. Till next time. Don't let your meatloaf loaf or whatever. I think I heard that on another podcast or something like that. I don't know what that even fucking means. But anyway, if I don't talk to you, have a good Halloween. Watch a shitload of horror movies. Eat a shitload of candy. And if you drink beer, drink beer. I went to Mellow Mushroom the other day and had some honey-dripped kind of pepperoni pizza. It's pretty good. Mellow Mushroom close to my house. Kind of cool inside. I don't know if you ever saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'm sure a lot of people did. You know the blue blob where it sucks up that town? It actually sucked up the Mellow Mushroom where I was at the other day, if that says anything. But anyway, they had like some pumpkin like beer that I tried. It was pretty good. I'm just gonna stick with Coors Light. My boss was like, oh, you like to drink that horse piss? Like, I was like, well, I like it. I have to deal. I'm in the medical field. I didn't start drinking until I got in the medical field. No, I'm kidding. I did. There was a cool chaplain that I used to work with at my job before this one, and I used to tease him. He was actually cool. The chaplain here looks like a pedophile serial killer. But anyway, I was like, I didn't start drinking until I was like started working here. And he's like, me too. And he started laughing. We laughed. He was really cool actually, but I kind of miss him. But anyway, people are a lot nicer in my other job. But anyway, till next time. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, fuck you. Nah, I'm kidding. Not fuck you. But anyway, enjoy this song. Hope you dig it. It's kind of a mashup of White Zombie's Thunder Kid 65 and Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison. It's pretty cool. I dig it. I've been listening to it a lot. And I hope you do too. And if you don't, make fun of me in the comments. And until next time. Toodaloo.
It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, you always be a good boy, don't you ever fuck with guns. But I shot a man in Monroe just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't
my motorcycle nightmare freak out inside of me. My soul salvation, liberation on the drive. The power of the blaster. Move me faster. 1969.